The wisdom of the elders. Once, in a time long past, a young king ruled a country. He believed that old people were unnecessary burdens to the nation, seeing them as weak and unable to contribute productive work. His courtiers, all young men, agreed with him. Soon, the king passed a decree: all people above the age of 60 must be put to death, as they had already lived their lifetime. Soldiers carried out the order, and the elderly of the land were killed. However, in that country lived a young man who deeply loved and respected his aged father. He could not bear the thought of his father's death. Before the soldiers arrived, he hid his father safely in a secret cellar beneath their home. Years passed. Then, a terrible drought struck the country. Crops failed, troubles mounted, and sickness spread. The famine grew so severe that all stored food grains were exhausted. Not a single grain of seed remained to sow in the barren land. Despair gripped the nation. Everyone looked worried, but no one could think of a solution to save the country. The young man, who still secretly cared for his father, often sought the old man's advice when troubled. He went down to the cellar and explained the dire situation. After thinking for a while, his father said, "Don't worry, take your plow and turn over the soil on the path in front of our house. Then rake it smooth." The young man did exactly as his father instructed. When the rains finally came, sprouts of wheat miraculously emerged from the plowed path. The young man was astonished to see growth without any sowing. Neighbors noticed the green shoots on the once barren path. News reached the king, who summoned the young man to court, demanding to know his secret. Hesitant but truthful, the young man confessed, "Your Majesty, I sought advice from my father. He told me what to do." The king was shocked. "Your father? But according to my decree, all old men were to be killed." He immediately ordered the old man brought before him to reveal the secret. The aged father stood before the throne. "Your Majesty," he explained, "wheat sprouted there because I remembered. In years past, people often carried harvested crops along that very path. I knew from experience that some seeds must have fallen and been trodden into the earth over time. I was quite sure that if we plowed the ground, those hidden seeds might sprout when the rain came. And so it happened." Hearing this, the king realized his grave mistake. He understood the immense value of an old person's experience and how their wise counsel could help the young overcome difficult situations. From that day forward, the cruel law was abolished. The people of the country ceased to harm their elders. Instead, they learned to love and respect them, treating the elderly as a valuable treasure for the nation.